We're on.
And AVPIE.
Welcome to his channel.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Today I'm here in Ghana. I came back from Rwanda yesterday. It was awesome. I loved it. And yeah, you can see this beautiful lady. Anytime I see beautiful ladies, I do beautiful videos. I wait for it. So today I have
Ejewa from the Woke Africa Show
That's
and
it.
the Global Black Family WhatsApp page. Yes.
So we're going to have awesome chit chats, and I hope you guys are ready for it. As I always do, Africa is full of life. Africa is the best place to be, and Africa to the world.
To the world.
So welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing, and he's an amazing guy.
Thank you.
I love the work, the good work that he's doing. So as I always say, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe and let's support a brother.
And she has a channel too. Please don't forget to subscribe to her
The
channel.
Woke Africa Show.
So I'll leave the link in the description box
Yes.
so you can check it out. I'll put the name out there and you can check it out too.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Please just go there right now. I'm waiting for you. Go and subscribe before I continue the video.
Yeah.
Right now.
Remember the Woke Africa Show.
So that's it. So once again, welcome to the channel.
Thank you so much, Nappie.
How did you start your YouTube channel? What motivated you to start a YouTube channel?
Okay, so I've always wanted to start something, like do a YouTube channel, because I've always been the outspoken person.
All right.
I've always been the happy-go-lucky, like when I get in the room, everybody know I'm there.
Yeah.
But, I was, during my university years, I got woke.
All right.
I didn't know what to do with my
What
awakening.
do you mean by woke? Were you sleeping? Did someone wake you up?
Yes, I think I had been in a slumber for a very long time because I didn't know who I was as an African. I was lost. There's so much I was looking for, I was yearning for, in terms of religion, in terms of education, in terms of my history as an African, and it eluded me most of the time, I always had questions. And when I started to research and find out the answers to what actually happened to my ancestors before the slave trade, before the the onslaught of democracy and political governance in Ghana, before all of that, before the colonization and everything, who were my ancestors? Who was I?
So an ancestor woke you up.
I think if you go searching, definitely you would find.
Yeah.
So when I sought, I was hungry for that knowledge, to acquire that knowledge as an African. Like, who am I? Because I always get disappointed when I try to go tilt towards the West, because then you come to find out, they tell you that if you look at the history books, they tell you that your ancestors were slaves. They were captured and sent to the Americas to become slaves. And it's like, is that all that we are? Okay. And then I got to the Bible. I would say that I was born a Christian, raised in a Christian home, and I would always come across the part that says black people are not part of the Abrahamic promise, that we are Gentiles.
No way.
And so I've always felt like, why are we always reserved to the last stage? Why are we always at the bottom of the food chain? Nothing African ever goes viral. Nothing African is ever celebrated. Everything about us is that we are poor,
Can you believe this, like, the positive aspect of Africa never goes viral, but the negative aspect,
yes,
it's always on top.
that's what I'm talking about. They come here, they start the wars, and then they bloat it out to the world. Oh, there's a genocide here in East Africa. There is this here, this here, and then you go into it and they start these wars to keep us as a resource colony. Because if we are fighting amongst each other, what time do we have to go and ask questions about our resources? To question our leaders about policies. What chance do we have? If you're fighting for your life, are you thinking about the best education? No. And this is what the continent had experienced for so long. And as an African youth, growing up, I had questions because I could see within myself that I am so much more. I am so much more, but why was it never good enough? And so these are some of the questions that led me into researching about Africans and who we are, our ancestors, and our challenges and the struggles that we've had around the world. And that has really shaped me, And I would also add that I've had mentors like yourself, like I would say Wodemaya inspires me as well. African superstar, she's an inspiration to me. Dr. Mumbi Seraki, you are an inspiration to me, and you know that. ES, you're my sister. I love you. I love you so much, and I just want to tell you to keep doing what you do because you have made the right decision, the best decision you can make in your life. And we, your sisters, your brothers and sisters on the continent, we support you. I also do admire. The names will come, but there's so many sisters and brothers who are, taking the lead out. And I always say that they are the ancients, because the kind of trail that they're blazing is gonna pave way for millions, if not hundreds of millions, to follow, in the next 10 years to the continent and start investing and start helping in the rebuilding of the Wakanda that we all want to see.
Awesome. That's so amazing. Like, I can't believe this. Do you believe, okay, let me put this across.
Okay.
How do you see the continent in the next 10 years? Like, how do you see the continent? Where do you see the continent?
Well, I thank you very much for asking me about the continent. Because if you had asked me about a country in Africa, I was going to bring you back to the entire continent. The growth, the economic growth, the infrastructural growth, general growth is going to take off and nothing can stop it. In the next 10 years, Africa has no direction. It has no other direction to go than to go up. So that is why Pan-Africans, or people like you who want to talk about the continent and where we're going as Black people and the global Black community, must realize that the rising will come. As if you go to the Bible, Mordecai told Esther, if you do not go to the king to plead for on behalf of us Jews, the salvation will come, but you will not be part of it. So I'm speaking to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. The growth of Africa is inevitable. The question is, are you going to come and take your place? Because if you don't, the rest of the world will.
Sure.
And it will be a sad situation in Africa again for foreigners to come in and take, our rightful place. So your brothers and sisters in the continent are asking you to come back home and help us build it, a partnership, help us build, because we have, it's inevitable. The growth of the continent is inevitable. And there's so much. The government has introduced the African Diaspora Bond, and you can purchase these bonds. I think it's kind of like the Euro bond. So you can purchase this bond if you don't know what to do with your money. They have a 30-year bond, 40-year bond, and I think 60-year bond or so. You can think about it, and I'm sure they've got other packages. There's land, vast land you can purchase and get into real estate. There's so much you can do, because the rise of Africa is inevitable. It will happen.
So this is really amazing. Like I'm going to do this so short because she has to catch it. She's going somewhere right now, so I'm going to do this so short. Please forgive me about this if it's too short. So your last words for the people out there who want to visit Africa and who are coming to visit Africa for the first time.
Okay.
I want you to give your last words to them.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. So hey, brother, sister, you are coming into your own. Okay, you are coming to the motherland, the continent that birthed all of us. Because you may be born elsewhere, but Africa will always be born in you. Yeah. So connect, find local connections, get your confidence on, get your plan in place, and come.
Just come.
With confidence.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then before we go, I would like to send a message of solidarity to all the Africans in China. Those in Wuhan province, those in areas that are heavily stricken by the coronavirus. I want you to know that we're praying with you. The ancestors are watching over you. What will save you now over there is the training that your mama gave you. We all know that when you come from school and you go outside to play and you come back to meet your mother, you're getting an ass whooping. Because in our tradition, our mothers always tell us that if you stay home, you would not get trouble from outside. You will not get into trouble with other people. If you stay home and you study, you will not have any problems coming from outside. So think about it and go back to your training, and please protect yourself. Stay home. The ancestors are with you. We are praying with you that you go through this. It's so sad that you were not evacuated, but you know, solidarity. Solidarity.
Thank you.
Solidarity. We are praying with you. May you be protected.
Amen. So thank you so much for watching this episode. It was really insightful, and I'm so privileged to have you on the channel. I'm so happy. So guys, if it's your first time being on this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to your channel.
The Woke Africa Show.
Oh my God, you just love it.
And also, you can join our Global Black Family WhatsApp platform.
I'll put the link of the WhatsApp platform there, and the channel also there. So if it's your first time, please subscribe to my channel too, and let's do it together.
Please subscribe, okay? He's doing an amazing job. We have to support Black. Remember, support Black. Love Black. Buy Black. Okay? Eat Black. Support Black. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. And
peace and love. And remember, Ubuntu. I am because we are. So let's do it. Ubuntu.
Okay.
Ubuntu. I am because we
are. Peace out.